Hi there, a very good morning to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching the Simply Stocks with another video. And this time around, this video corresponds to Divis Lab. And today I'm going to talk about Divis Lab in details with technicals and fundamentals. And let's understand about its business and where could the stock head in the next couple of years. So we'll discuss that. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. I'm not a member of NSE and BSE, and that I'm not authorized to give portfolio or stock advice. So all these companies that I talk about is purely for educational purposes, and I'm giving this advice after having been in this market as a retail investor over the last 11, 12 years and whatever I have learned. So I put that knowledge forward and discuss about stocks. So if you take any financial decision, kindly do consult your financial advisor about it. Before I talk about Divi's Lab, here's a small request. You kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get a $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts from time to time. And also, if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me. And also, if you cannot pay on Patreon, you can join on YouTube, or you can be a member on WhatsApp as well on a yearly basis. You can email me for that. Now let's discuss about Divis Lab, one of the most popular companies in the you can say pharmaceutical space. A larger pharmaceutical brands which are small about a decade back, but over the last 10 years have grown by leaps and bounds. Currently, the market cap of the company is around 90,000 crores, so it's around 88,000 crores. The price is around 3,300 rupees at the moment, and the stock is coming back after a long, you can say, bear phase and consolidation. So that's why it came into my radar. So we'll discuss about the numbers as well as what the company does. So let's just discuss about the fundamentals as to what the company is into. So basically, they are into APIs, active pharmaceutical ingredients. So incorporated in 1990, Davies Lab manufactures and exports APIs, intermediaries, and nutraceuticals. So they have three type of businesses, and in that generic APIs, they produce tablets in tens, hundreds, and thousands of tons each year and exports them to 100 plus countries. So they have a huge export, you can say, diaspora, where they export it to Europe and US. So we'll discuss about that in a bit. Plus they have nutraceutical as their business, which is also a major part of their business, and they have manufacturing facility which are three R&D you can say centers and six multi-purpose manufacturing facilities, with two being located in Telangana and four in Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. That is what they have. So in Vizag, that they have the facility. These are huge facilities with quite decent capacities. In terms of product, you can say categories. The company has portfolio of 160 products across diverse, you can say, therapeutic areas like antidepressant, anti neoplastics, anti-Parkinson's, anti-hypersensitives, you have analgesics, anticonvulsants, etc. So there are many products that they produce, and all these are produced through research centers by going through and doing a thorough research. They have a decent R&D expend that the company does, and most of the pharmaceutical companies do a lot of R&D spend. So they have research centers in Hyderabad and process development and support centers at its manufacturing sites there. And these centers are involved in developing of processes for new compounds that they produce. In terms of revenue breakup, sale of products is around 98%, and where other services or operating revenue is around 2%. And the geographical breakup, as you can see, 90% of their sales comes from Europe. 90% of the sales comes from outside India, that is exports, with Europe contributing 33%, North America 44%, Asia 9%, and rest of the world is 4%. and domestic sales is around 10% of the total, and that is the major reason why most of the pharma stocks, because they are export oriented with more than 80% of their business abroad, hasn't done well over the last 18 months. But now things are slowly changing. That's what we see with the way the stock price movement is taking place. Now there's a major concern with the company is that top 5 product concentrations and top 5 customers concentration is 75% of their revenue. So that is a major thing, that their top 5 customers bring in 75% of their revenue. So that is a concern, but the company has done extremely well and has gotten over that sort of a risk and have produced stellar results over the last 6 7 years. uh, 88,000 crores of market cap. Let's just discuss about its numbers, and then we'll discuss about the technicals. uh, in terms of quarterly results, we are awaiting the March quarter results. In December, they did 1700 crores versus 2400 crores, a dip, a huge dip over the last 1 year that has taken place. The margins have dipped sharply from around 44% during the pandemic time. This was virtually at the end of the pandemic time, in the December quarter last year, versus 24% now. So that's a huge dip. Even from the 2019 levels, the margins have dipped by around 9%, from around, say, if you look here, 35% in December 19 to 24%, and that has made the stock fall even further over the last 2 3 months. But now the stock is coming back into ranges. Probably the street expects a very decent numbers in March. Probably the street expects that the margins of 23 24% could be a bottom. Overall, in terms of net profit, the company did around 300 crores versus 600 crores. So that dipped, halved altogether. The numbers weren't great, and that's why the stock did not perform for Jan and Feb as well. And till April, it didn't perform at all. But if you look at the numbers over the last 8 10 years, since 2013 onwards, you look at the kind of sales growth that the company has shown. From 2000 crores, the sales have gone up to 5000 crores, say 9000 crores in 2022. So more than 4x sales growth over the last 9 years is what the company has done. In terms of profitability, from around, say, 600 rupees of 600 crores of net profit in 2013, it jumped to all the way to 3000 crores of net profit. 5x growth in net profit over the last 9 years is what the company has done. That's why it has been a huge wealth creator, and the margins have remained very robust, with margins being around 37 38% in 2013 to being around 40% 43% in 2022. But these margins are unsustainable unless you are a very good, strong consumer company with strong moat and strong barrier to entry. Then probably you'll have 40 45% margin. Very difficult to maintain these margins, and that is why we believed as well 2 years back that when the rally was coming in during the pandemic in the pharma stocks, that could be the tops for most of them, and the same happened with the IT stocks. So that's the call. In terms of balance sheet, virtually no debt whatsoever, and the cash balance has increased immensely from around 2500 crores in 2013 to around 12,000 crores by 2022. So that's pretty positive altogether. Debtor days around 99 days has remained stable. Inventory days has increased slightly from 307 odd or 300 days in 2016 to 341. Even recently, from around 316 in March 20 to 341 now. In terms of shareholding pattern, promoters hold 52%, FII is around 15%. Now, FII holding has reduced, if you see, from the peak in June 21, or say September 21 of 20.7%, it has reduced to 14.6%. That has led to the major selling in the stock from September 21 onwards, it from 20.7% now to 14.7%, so around 6% selling there that has happened. But DIIs have bought into the stock from around 16% holding 16.5%. Now they hold 21%. Overall, public shareholding is around 12%, and we believe that with such low public shareholding, it's a very stable stock to hold from a long term point of view. So overall fundamentals look very strong for the company. Now we'll discuss about the technicals. Now for technicals, I use this app, which is Stock Edge. Now I'm not promoting this, no promotion whatsoever. But yes, I like this app, the way it is. You can just set up. So if you look at the stock price right now, 33.27. It had a huge jump just recently around 12th of April. Probably it would be a result day or some announcement. But the stock jumped with heavy volumes. I'm looking at a 3 month chart. 4.3 million shares were traded here, and the stock went all the way to 32.27. And then we had a strong consolidation, after that a dip, and then a rise and a consolidation with low volume, and the stock went up a bit. The recent high over the last 3 months have been 34.36, and then the stock dipped. I think this is an ideal level to buy into the stock with the volume contraction taking place. Around these levels of 3300, 3350, one can buy technically as well, and can look for a stop loss here somewhere around 3190, which was the low. So just below this, probably 3180 could be your stop loss, and you can probably have a look at a target which is closer to 3700 over the next 3 months. So I believe 3700 is a possibility on the Divis on shorter term time frame. But if you look at fundamentally speaking, I have a feeling that with IT and pharma, the way they are placed at the moment, and with the market that has risen so much, I am pretty confident that IT and pharma will come back into fashion over the next 2 months or so, big time. So that is why probably the whole index, and that is why it's better to position ourselves there for the next 6 8 months, because at the moment the market has gone up from 16,800 to 18,300 400. A correction is more likely, and that's where people will buy into defensives where the move has not happened, and that is where larger pharma, larger IT, or larger mid cap IT, larger mid cap pharma could end up doing well. So this is a video on the Divis Lab. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my video straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.